¿dónde me voy a meter con mis hijos?
Flood victims are worried they can become homeless today. We have the response from the city.
My oldest son has asthma, so yeah, it's a big concern.
New evidence that you don't even need to be in the water to get sick from the sewage in IB.
We find bent rims, we find cracked rims, we find tire separation.
How much the city has paid drivers to fix damage to cars from potholes.
Doesn't seem fair.
Clearing up confusion about high delivery charges on your electric bill. It's 6 a.m. on Wednesday, February 14th, and you're up with CBS 8.
Welcome to your Wednesday, everyone. A little shake, rattle, and roll while you were sleeping. A 4.1 magnitude earthquake was reported just north of Westmoreland in Imperial County. Thanks for being here at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Netta Iranpour. Yeah, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, this quake happened just before midnight last night. So maybe your pets were startled by this, or maybe you were. So far, there are no reports of any injuries or damage. It comes just days after several earthquakes and aftershocks were reported near El Centro.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, everybody.
Yeah.
There's more than just love in the air today on this chilly Wednesday morning. Those cold temps are here again.
Yes, very much so. Jacket will be a friend of yours if you head out this morning. But if you've been outside for Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday today probably won't be much of a surprise to you. It's cold yet again. In many cases close to the coastline, our overnight low temperatures are slightly warmer than they were 24 hours ago. So that's a little bit of a saving grace that you can take with you. Otherwise, though, we're looking at 60s by the afternoon, partly cloudy skies closer to the coastline. Those clouds starting to move in and giving us good indication that for mornings to come, we'll see an increase in that cloud cover. That could mean some fog for us. Coming up, a check of the rain that's on the way next week. Back to you.
The mayor has to, if he was in our shoes and it was his family, what would you do? We have to wait now.
You may remember that's the woman who confronted San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria after flooding devastated her neighborhood. She is among many residents who are now worried their hotel and motel vouchers expire today.
CBS 8's Regina Yorita is live in Southcrest, where many of those homes were flooded there last month. You've got some response from the officials to all this, Regina.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And you can imagine the fear that many people are feeling right now, the uncertainty of becoming homeless. So many of these vouchers were provided by nonprofits and they were meant to be temporary. But now flood victims are asking for a long-term solution. So they're asking the city and the county, what's next?
This is not the community's job. Keep getting told we're going to receive calls and we don't receive them.
And a city spokesperson tells us the city isn't involved with the hotel placements the county and local organizations did. They say, quote, the county housing assistance team has been in all 3 hotels where people with the YMCA provided vouchers are staying to get those people placed in housing. These people are being prioritized over the people who were placed into hotels by the San Diego Housing Commission. The Y and other local organizations work together to put up more than 400 people in 3 hotels in the South Bay. The San Diego Housing Commission also paid for hotels. Now, the Housing Commission will also be extending the stays of the people they are putting up. So back out here, the city, county, and organizations say help is on the way. But for those who want immediate help, you are encouraged to call 211 to apply for housing, and you can apply until the 23rd of this month. That's the latest here. I'll send things back to you guys.
All right, Regina, thank you for that. This morning, a new study on the sewage runoff in the South Bay is raising health concerns.
This was conducted by researchers at SDSU's School of Public Health. CBS 8's Chris Groh live at Imperial Beach with what this study found is in the air there. Chris, what's the latest?
Yeah, good morning. And we had heard reports here of people continuing to get sick, especially after large rain events when the cross-border pollution begins to pile up even more than what we're used to seeing, especially after the end of January. And folks are simply sick and tired of it, on top of also watching their health begin to take a hit here. Take a listen.
I've been able to come out here when I was a kid, and we had really good time going in the water, and now I can't even take my next generation in the water because we just have this crazy pollution going on.
Yeah, so closures continue, but at the same time, it's not just the water. We know that now. A new report released by SDSU's School of Public Health finds that toxic chemicals and microbes from that untreated sewage, that cross-border pollution, not just in the water, also in the soil and can be airborne. And this actually backs up another study done by Scripps Institution of Oceanography at UC San Diego that was released last year. That confirmed that coastal water pollution could be found in sea spray aerosol. So it is in the air, and it can be now, as we find out, in the soil. So with that, a number of people continuing to push for solutions. Earlier this week, we were told that we were going to be seeing some state legislation packages that were going to be proposed to try to combat this. We know that this is something that is being tackled on both sides of the border, but Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre says that she is still hearing from constituents who are falling ill, who are getting sick, and they want to see something done.
I'm the one that gets the emails, right, from people who are immunocompromised or their kids. This is unsustainable. Our economy is very, very impacted because of the beach closures.
And we did speak with Congressman Scott Peters' office, and they told us that there is a wastewater treatment facility in Mexico that should come online later this year, a new one. And then as for the one that's on this side of the border, still needs several repairs, hundreds of millions of dollars that would cost. Still waiting for that to be completed. Eric and Netta.
We've had many hundreds of vendors who've been excellent. They have gotten their licenses, their permits. They have done a good job and following the law, and they've been set upon once in a while by rogue vendors.
The city of San Diego is now revising a street vendor law. They are closing a so-called free speech loophole that was being used by some to continue to do business as usual. Well, now the revisions say political or religious efforts, handmade art, fortune telling, and street performances are protected but may be restricted to special free speech zones. That includes La Jolla, Mission Beach, as well as Ocean Beach and Pacific Beach. The amendment will also make it easier for police to impound the carts of vendors breaking the law.
A new city audit says streets in San Diego are facing a $1 billion backlog on deferred maintenance. And mechanics say those unfilled potholes are causing damage that can cost drivers thousands of dollars to repair.
I had one car in here a couple weeks ago that the actual front axle on this Jeep Cherokee broke in half. It was about a $6,000 job.
Oh, imagine getting hit with that kind of bill. City leaders we talked to say they are aware of the problem, and they encourage people to file a claim to get reimbursed for those repairs. So yeah, get filing. We have a link to do that under this story at CBS8.com. CBS8 analyzed city records, and we found that San Diego paid out almost $410,000 to drivers last year because of pothole damage to their cars. So people are getting some of that money back. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you. We want to know how our road conditions in your neighborhood and how they compared to how they were a year ago. So we're taking a short survey. If you'd like to fill it out, go to CBS8.com. Look for this survey story right there. It's on our front page of our website to get your take on the roads that you drive. And it seems like after last week's rain, all the holes just got like deeper.
Yeah, it's seriously. And there, many people on a one-way road are in a predicament. Do you swerve to avoid the pothole and risk getting hit, or do you just slow down? Or,
no, I mean,
you just deal with it.
Like I was in PB the other day, and a lot of those roads are pretty narrow, where like you've got to stay in your lane.
Stay there.
And I was like, well, and then you hit it, and I literally at times have waited to see if something pops up on my dashboard.
Just hope and pray.
Yeah, and luckily I've been okay. But I mean, like you said, the last couple weeks have been rough on all the already existing potholes. They've just gotten deeper. So a little tough on the roads and tough on our cars, especially. 6:09 right now on the clock. Temperatures out there are in some cases sub-freezing the farther east you go. Mount Laguna and Campo are at 31 degrees. 32 right now for Ramona to kick off the morning. Closer to the coastline, we've got mostly 40s to start off the day. 47 in Oceanside right now. 49 to kick off the day in Carlsbad. The cloud cover that we started to incorporate and that we're going to get more and more of has helped to keep our overnight low temperatures a little bit warmer than Monday morning when we had, say, a frost advisory. Tuesday morning was also a little cooler by 6 degrees, 4 degrees in Carlsbad and Encinitas Del Mar. So you see how across the board we've got temperatures at a varying degree of intensity, but still warmer today than we were yesterday. By the afternoon, we're going to look very similar to yesterday. We've got some warmer afternoon highs in store for Thursday and for Friday, especially as we get into Friday. You can see 68 degrees as that afternoon high. This is focused inland, but even along the coastline, we'll get a minor boost in those afternoon highs as well. Cooling down a bit by Saturday and Sunday. Notice for the days to come, we're mainly going to be working with partly cloudy skies as opposed to the mostly sunny conditions we've had. Models are coming into further agreement. They are pushing this storm farther back. So that means that instead of, say, late Sunday into early Monday, it's more going to be late Monday into early Tuesday that we see that rain come about. Our more substantial chance for rain in the forecast, our best chance, is going to be Tuesday. And models are also coming into agreement with how much. Looks like it's going to be about ½ an inch to an inch in total that we're looking at for totals. Between now and Saturday, single-digit chances for rain. We are staying dry out there with those mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Checking out on traffic, it is very, very quiet out there on the roads. We have no major crashes or collisions popping up on our maps here. If we check in and see what your border wait times are like to start off the morning, San Ysidro Port of Entry, 115 minutes. It's going to be a bit slow out there. 2 hours you could be waiting. Otay Mesa Port of Entry, just over an hour, 65 minutes in total. Ned and Eric, back to you.
All right, Evan, thank you so much. And still ahead, how this car ended up inside a hospital's emergency room.
Wow. Plus, we are digging into high SDG&E rates, specifically those delivery charges, and the rare phenomenon happening along our coast right now.